Kilo Golf 4 Victor Charlie Foxtrot USA.
Roger, Victor Charlie Foxtrot, and what's the name there?
Yeah, the name over here is J.J. Juliet. I'm located out of Asheville, North Carolina.
Have a very, very good signal. Gosh, I'm receiving you on my local 7300. The rest of my crew, I think, is taking the day off, so it's old-fashioned radio today. It looks like maybe I've got a couple that are running. Well, I've got one that's running. I don't know. I'm going to have to work on my internet SDR receivers. They're not sorely, but they're surely not working. I'll find the right word yet, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I listen to you pretty regular. Usually I'm mobiling around this time of day. I'm still most of the time working still, but was in a fixed operating position, so thought I would give you a shout and say hello and see how this Anon-G with the Heil PR40. I'm running a flex amplifier and currently running a loop, and on my day off I raised the loop, put up a push-up pole today, so it's the first transmissions I've made on my loop at its new height there. Over.
Roger. Well, gosh, it's just beautiful. I would say you're 10 or 15 over on my local 7300. And I'm looking at your audio curve on a spectrum analyzer, and right down towards the bottom, on the other side of 100 cycles, it seems to be a little peaky there. We're probably about 50 cycles or 75. I don't know. Not much, good stuff down there. I usually try to take it flat down to 100 if I can, and then kind of softly roll off the backside so it's not, humpy going out. So anyway, let's see. What is the radio that you're running today, sir?
Yeah, I'm on a Anon-G2, and I just ran my low cut up to 95. A lot of the guys that I talked to on 75 meters, I was running a profile that we use down there, and we're all using, monitoring speakers, monitoring grade headphones. So we like the boom, but I just cut that low end out there.
Roger, yeah, I can see that. Still a little lightweight, going about 500 cycles thereabouts. What we normally do, is that a 3-band EQ?
No, I've got I'm running some virtual studio tools, and I cut a lot of the boxiness out of the audio, but maybe I cut it a little too much. I've got a 10-band and then a couple of other tools. So what you're seeing there is a big cut on 500.
Yeah, it looks to be just on the other side. I have the spectrum analyzer has 3 white marks on it. Mark furthest to the left is 100 cycles. Mark closest to the right is 1 kc. Then there's a black space, which is 2 kc. And then there's another white mark, which is 4 kc or thereabouts, whatever. But I noticed that it is the shallowness occurs on the other on this side of 100, 1 kc. So it's probably around 800 cycles to maybe 300, somewhere in there. You might look at that on your spectrum analyzer and think about maybe bringing that up a couple of clicks to kind of be more flat amongst that. What we normally do on like a 3-band EQ is that we suggest that the EQ2, the mids, be either off or flat. The mids be plus or minus 0, flat, or that equalizer be off. So we maintain the integrity of that frequency range, and we do our adjustments on the treble side and the bass side of that. And on the treble side, if you do have frequency selection capabilities, we usually suggest 2700 on your bass, on your treble push frequency, 2700. And if you have a width shaping device, we suggest a 4. And then probably plus 6, 7 clicks boost at that 2700 on your treble EQ control, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I appreciate that, and I'll go off and give that a whirl and try back with you some other time and see if I can get it nailed down a little better. But thanks so much, and I'll say 7.3 and let somebody else get in here. But I do appreciate you, and I took myself some notes, and I'll go listen to it on your YouTube channel and see if I can make it better for the next time.
Oh, Roger. Well, it's just all suggestions anyway. I mean, we all have to float our boat the way we see it, and I just make a comment about what I'm looking at, and in all good spirits. And gosh, I think you really sound great. That bottom end is so refreshing that it's up there. That's the thing. I have been guilty of that myself, and a lot of my career of just tapering down that bottom end, because the thing is, in one of my thoughts were that in case we're calling it phase cancellation, and that occurs when your signal bounces up into the ionosphere and is reflected masterfully back to Earth from 2 locations instead of just 1. So when they come back to Earth as 2 and are joined as 1 back at a receive station, the probabilities of one of them, or well, actually both of them, being not phase angle correct is extremely high. So which indicates that you're going to start having some treble phase cancellation, and it always starts at the top end of the audio spectrum and then works its way down. The more severe that phase angle reflection is, as far as being out of phase, it depends on how severe it is, and then it'll work its way down into the lower frequencies. But by and large, it starts at the top and then probably stays there. But what happens is, if you're if you're well endowed audio-wise across the band, if you were to lose the whole top end of the band because of phase cancellation, then you're left with this heavy bottom end, which could start to make the understanding of the words difficult for not having the top part of the audio spectrum, which is so important for articulation. Roger?
Yeah, Roger. Well, I certainly appreciate that, and I will go back and push a little more on the top end and listen to it on SDR. And but I do appreciate it, and I'll say 7.3, my friend.
Roger, J.J. 73, sir. You will catch you later. Sounded mighty good. And listening to that will be afternoon tomorrow. We'll have it uploaded to YouTube. So this is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.